Okay, if you're new to this, then you might find yourself lost in all of the propaganda from Scientology, Anonymous, and the Prince of Bel-Air. So, here's a brief history of the cogs of which the internet is comprised, written in a painfully unbiased manner. Contrary to popular belief, unlike the universe, there was existence prior to the internet. The internet was said to have been caused by giant robots fighting over a cube, and Indiana Jones' son. Everything started when Mr. Hubbard fired his manly juices and conceived the science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard, and many debatable ideas about alien overlords and thermonuclear devices, until the 1990s, when everything changed. Anonymous was a fad created in the late 1990s on a Japanese image board, which was later translated into English for people that can't read Japanese. Like locusts, they spread across the internet. More and more people joined Anonymous, increasing their diversity. So great that eventually, in a manner of speaking, two poles were created. One of which stood for freedom and justice, which might explain the Guy Fawkes mask. The other pole, however, did not stand at all. They lazed about their daily business, often at the expense of MySpace users. These two poles grew until there was a climax. At this climax, somebody, not necessarily speaking for all of Anonymous, declared war on Scientology. That's right, war. Scientology did not take kindly to this news, began whining at every available opportunity. Anonymous, not supporting much political prowess, responded by sending members of Scientology faxes containing many racial slurs. The feud continued until one man came along, and they called him Paul Carnes. In case you don't know who he is,
I'm Paul Fetch.
And if you're still not sure,
Nobody can compare to Paul Fetch. I'm Paul Fetch.
he began by declaring attacks on Anonymous, before going absolutely shit-brained and declaring himself their leader. And then not one person, not a few people, not 100 people, but everybody made a film about Paul Fetch.
There's a guy named Paul Fetch.
Mr. Fetch.
Paul Fetch.
Mr. Fetch.
This is where it currently stands, and that is a short history of the internet.